the Network Studios. Welcome back inside of the city. I'm just here at Pills Pharmacy, the first original Pills Pharmacy. I'm making another Pills Pharmacy to write in, and I also realised that I got the pill the wrong colour for Pills Pharmacy. And yeah, we've actually like got to change that, so that isn't gonna take too long to do. That's pretty simple to do, really. And yeah, we're back streaming inside of the city, so I'm actually really gutted right now because I want to be playing Sims 4, but I can't get that game yet. I can't afford to get it just yet. I've got a little plan though. I might have it by next weekend. There's nothing set in stone, but if like none of my mates are at the pub tonight, then the possibility is that I probably just won't go out to the pub or anything like that, and then it means that I'll save my money, which means that when I get more money again next week, I will be able to buy the game without being completely skint and still be able to go to the pub if I want to go to the pub next week, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like, like why I'm in a way like hoping I could get it next week. If not, I still might. If I still go to the pub this week, I still might be able to get it next week. If not, then I'm just gonna have to wait a couple of weeks, which it's part of life. You do. There's not
Is it
always
Sims 4 on the PC?
no on the PS4.
Oh, oh,
Did
hmm.
Did you not know it was coming out?
No, I wouldn't. Honestly, console games just ruin PC games.
I'm to be honest with you, it actually, like, I've seen stuff about it, and it's actually no different to the PC as The Sims 4 on the console. Like, obviously, apart from you
How much
use a,
harder it's going to be though to
uh,
use it?
obviously apart from the fact that you obviously use a PS4 controller, but apart from that, there actually isn't like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't actually think we're going to be able to fit pills on here, actually. I actually went ahead and thought that yeah, it won't fit. So what I might just do then is I might just centre the pill a bit more into the middle of the shop itself. And then we've got a whole, like, inside of this to do. But yeah. Alright, so I'm guessing here is going to kind of be the middle point of our sign, if that makes sense. So we go back to this way, Well Martin, and then I'm guessing that we go back to this way. Well, actually 3. And then we take it like that, and then we take it like that. But actually, if I'm completely honest, I'd rather just put the pill here, and I'd rather have the pill a bit sort of lower down. I don't think that actually looks too bad, if I'm completely honest with you. And then because this actually is a pharmacy, at the end of the day, I'm 14 tomorrow. Yep, happy birthday for tomorrow. Bye, bro. You going, aren't you? How did I guess? We'll put the cross there, and I think that will about do the front, perhaps. Or I may... Alright, I may just put a little something here, put some signs on to describe what they prescribe in the chemist, if that makes sense, in the pharmacy. It's weird because we are in where I live, we actually call them a chemist. We don't call them a pharmacy. We actually say chemist, like we say like Boots chemist, or sort of like Lloyd's pharmacy, but we still say chemist for some reason. I've got no clue why, or no clue as to what's different as to why we say that, but I don't know. It's just how I guess it's how I've been brought up. Like how my family's called it, they always say chemist. So no clue. Maybe you say chemist too. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't really care what it is. I've got no clue. All I know is that I've called it Chemist. Any news? No, not really. If I'm honest, I've got an absolutely massive Park Drive storyline planned up for just after Christmas, which I'll need to message you about because I think it's good, but I think you could kind of add to it in terms of what the character does during the storyline, if that makes sense. If you get what I mean, like I've only got the basic idea of it, but you can kind of help me maybe in terms of what things can happen during that storyline to make the storyline even better. But the idea I've got makes it possibly going to be one of the biggest storylines that Park Drive has ever done. And I've said that in the past, but this is actually truly going to be massive. I've got like plans to make this really big. It's going to be based on two characters. Mainly, but it's gonna involve other characters. But you'll kind of see like when I message you about it, because the characters it kind of is going to involve is going to be kind of characters what let's say have a specific role in the series, if that makes sense. So not just a normal person like Noreen or Derek. It's somebody with a bit more of a specific role. Let's hint, say someone like CJ, who works as a police officer. It's going to kind of involve him a little bit, in that sort of sense. So I'll have to obviously message you about it because I don't wanna like give too much away, but I do have plans for it to to be quite a decent storyline and, possibly go on for quite a while and then have some, like, good ending to it as well. But like I say, you'll have to just wait and see what goes down. And when I obviously message you about it. But other than that, there's no other real news that I need to really tell you about or that you'd be interested about. A motorbike racer has died today. He had a crash racing. Other than that, there isn't really anything much that I really think I could tell you or think that you should really know, if that makes sense. I've got no idea really what else you would potentially, let's say, like, want to really know about because, like I say, nothing goes down in my life in terms of to give news about, if that makes sense. We have a kind of normal, boring life. We get up, we work, we have our tea, we come home, I go online, do a bit of MCing, and that's as far as it goes. And then obviously I go out and socialise with friends at the weekend, but nothing really goes down to give you a great load of news that often. So, there isn't really anything I can think of that's giving you. And just a quick thing, this is no longer going to be a pharmacy anymore. You put I think you possibly put a green cross on it there or something. I want Pills Pharmacy to open up here, which is a bit more of a bigger pharmacy chain, if that makes sense. I wanted to put that here, so Park Drive had the second Pills Pharmacy. So yeah. Actually, I have got a bit of news. Actually, I'm going into a music studio this Wednesday. So I don't know if you probably remember me saying hi, Camo. But about a couple of weeks ago, I did a first gig. I did my first gig at my local rugby club, and pretty much So where's the local shop going to be? Just here. The pharmacy is just going to be where the bakery was. And then the Park Drive storyline is that the new character Ethan is meant to take the shop over in aid of his granddad, Alfred Wiggy, who had the shop years ago and sold like local convenience stuff and also clean shoes and cut keys and stuff like that, and he's going to take it over. But the Pills Pharmacy is just going to stay next to it. Um, so yeah, you might remember that I went and did a first gig a couple of weeks ago, and pretty much what went down is it went down like really well. It went down sick, and after the event, I kind of decided that I wanted to do more gigs. Like I'm hoping to do more. So we had a little discussion with my nan, stuff like that. My birthday's coming up too, 2 weeks yesterday. And, we kind of said, birthday and Christmas, I may as well just get you some equipment, what you can take to your gigs and stuff like that, rather than getting something daft and stupid. Um, we may as well get you the proper stuff, like proper big bassy speakers on stands, and your mixing channel and your microphone, and we'll just do it slowly and get little bits, and I'll end up having the full rig eventually: disco lights, microphones, speakers, speaker stands, everything. So I messaged about, and I asked the person who got me the gig, if he could ask some of the people who were performing on that night, along with me, what equipment they use, and what equipment they recommend. And the main leader who was in the band got back to me, linked me to some equipment. However, he's got a home recording studio in his house, I believe at the back of his house. You getting a new speaker for Xmas or something? Yeah, I'll send you a picture through Instagram. They're not like just a speaker what you keep in the house and connect your phone to. It's like one of them like proper big speakers where you've got to connect them to like a mixer, where you've got to like have your special speaker cables, and like your special inputs into your mixer, and it's like really like high wattage as well, on the speaker, and they come with a stand. It's like proper speakers for taking to festivals and clubs and stuff like that. So anyway, he has a home recording studio, and he offered me to go down and make a track. So he sent me a backing track which he made himself. He actually like designed it on a program himself, made like everything, played his guitar and all of that stuff, and put bits in it. And pretty much he wants me to do a recording studio MC over it. So this Wednesday I'm going into his recording studio to go ahead and record this track, to actually like get the actual thing recorded, and then he's going to go ahead and edit it, and then it's going to get released as a proper studio track, if that makes sense. Which should be quite good. I'm quite looking forward to getting in there and doing it. So we're going for a beer first in the pub, and then we're going to go to his house and we're going to record the track. I guess in a way he probably just wants to get to know me a bit. I don't really know this guy that too well. I know of him, but he's a few years older than me, so I don't know him like massively well. I vaguely remember him at school when I was like in the younger year and he was in the older year. He's probably about 3 years older than me, maybe. Maybe even, getting on to just a couple of years younger than Steve. And, like I say, I'm just going in there and recording a little set, recording a little track, what he's obviously going to go ahead and, edit. And we should be quite good. I'm hoping that it obviously goes all well. And and shiz like that, because if it didn't, then it'd be daft. Like, I want to make a good impression for him. He's been with equipment and like into like being part of a band for quite a few years, so I don't want to like disrupt that, and I don't want to like go in there and act like a total jerk who doesn't know what he's doing about his music equipment, if that makes sense. I want to go ahead and, be good, responsible, use his equipment, in the right manner. So it's quite nerve-wracking, because even though I like believe you and me, like I know loads about music, like different forms of dance music and stuff like that, and MC music, but I'm not a genius when it comes to music equipment. Like, believe you and me, I'm a noob when it comes to music equipment. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with it. Let's have it out that way. I don't know what I'm doing with it. So it actually is quite. It can be like quite nerve-wracking because he's using like proper studio equipment, which I've never even seen probably in my life. So, like I just don't have a clue like how I'm gonna do this, if that makes sense, or how this is gonna go, ahead and fall into place. Is that the lad that said, if you drop my mic, you'll have to pay for it? No, that was the Black Elvis. This guy he was playing the guitar before I went on, and when I finished like going on, I think he like just went off somewhere or something. He saw my set, but I don't. To be fair, I wasn't really taking much notice of him. So, but my dad knows his dad, my nan knows his dad, my granddad knows his dad through like being a builder, and his dad used to work with my granddad years ago. But I only like vaguely know this guy. No, the person who I got told if I dropped his mic, that was the Black Elvis, but apparently he was a bit of a jerk, so they weren't gonna get him back again. So that's why they never asked him about the equipment for me, if that makes sense. Because that's originally who I wanted him to ask, because I knew that he would go ahead and like he'd probably know, but apparently he was a bit of a jerk. So we called it safe on that one. My birthday is 3 months away. Yep, my birthday is just under 2 weeks away. Just under 2 weeks away. I'm looking forward to it, genuinely, but I'm kind of nervous as well. I don't know about you guys, like you guys may not be bothered, but I'm actually scared about getting older. Like, don't ask me why, but I actually worry about getting older. I'm actually scared of dying. I don't like that may sound stupid, but like time goes so quick, and I'm thinking like I'm already 20 next year. So that's only another 10 years, and then I'm 30. And then I've only got another 20 years and I'm 40, and then I'm getting an old man. Do you know what I mean? And it really scares me think, cuz like now my childhood has kind of gone. Like now I'm kind of, no longer a kid anymore. Like I'm coming into an adult, and I think it's just gonna fly away. And then before I know it, I'm gonna be like answering the door with a walking stick in my hand, and do you know what I mean? Like celebrating a 60th birthday for me. It's weird. Like it kind of scares me, because personally I don't want to die. Like I wish you could live forever, if that makes sense. Because I like life. I'm a type of person who loves life. I don't like going ahead and, I love life. I love having fun. And I just don't know, like, I just can't picture, like, being dead, like, or what it'd feel like. Like, I know it obviously probably feels like nothing because you don't know, because you're dead, but, like, I don't know, I always think about it, like, like, I wonder what it's like when you're dead. Like, do you go up to heaven, or do you look down on people, or what? Like, what does it feel like? Do you just feel nothing and go, or like do you actually enter this other land where you physically know you're dead, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know really. It's so weird, because like when you go to sleep, obviously, like you go to sleep and then you don't see nothing till the next morning. But with dying, like I just don't know. That's why it kind of worries me, because I don't know. Like, I kind of wish in a way that we had a solid like explanation of what happens to a dead person when they die. Like, do they actually like go up to heaven, or do they just lie there dead, with their eyes shut and not feel anything? Do they like go up to heaven and talk to like other dead people? Do you know what I mean? Like, what actually happens? Like, it'd be good to like actually physically know, if that makes sense. But like I say, I really just couldn't tell you. But it does worry me in a way, you know. 'Tis a mystery. It is actually, but I don't know, like, I love life, that's why I don't want to go. I'm not one of these people who, like, suicidal, like, oh, I'd be better off dead, you know? I love my life, like, a lot of things happen, you know, bad things and, you know, things what worry you and upset you, but me, I always bounce back up and spring like a chicken and come online and, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not being harsh or anything like that, but like I'm gonna reveal some stuff to you. Like the morning I found out that my stepdad had hung himself and died. Like I come online and I said to everybody, look, something's happened, you know, family wise. And I still did a park drive that day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I personally love life, but like the day I found out that my stepdad had hung himself on some green railings and two little kids found him. Like, I just said, right, let's do a park drive the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I found out about 2 weeks ago today, maybe 3 weeks ago today, that a good friend of mine who lived up the road, he was an old man, but he'd been diagnosed with liver cancer and he only had a few days to live. You know, he died, and then I carried online that night, played races, stuff like that. Enjoyed myself, played music. You know, I didn't, you know, I don't let things bother me, but that's personally because I think I just enjoy life. And, you know, a lot of things happen like at home and around the house and people worrying about different things. And then there's me what just comes online to record a part drive and, do you know what I mean? To record a video or do a live stream. Like, it doesn't even bother me, which, you know, obviously it does bother me. That's not me, like, not caring about it. Like, just my way of dealing with things. Like, it's just to be normal and have fun. Like, the thing what would worry me the most about something is if I was to be like everybody else and sit there and cry and say they can't get over it, and do you know what I mean? They can't get through it. Whereas the way that I get through things what maybe worry me or things what maybe upset me is just to carry on. Like you know, think about having a part drive to record, and you know, think about, you know, going out, having somewhere to go out, or you know, like a friend to go and meet and talk to, not to. Do you know what I mean? Like, not to go ahead and sit there and like worry about everything, because that just makes it worse for me. I get through things a lot better if I like have something to take my mind off it. And that is like, that is the, you know, that is the story of it, really. Death doesn't scare me. That's how I was raised. That's my city. True. People people have things in different ways though, don't they? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people find things more scary than others. Like, I'm personally just scared of death because I love life and I don't want my life to end. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just, like, the thing is, and I don't think it's that I'm necessarily scared of death. It's more that I'm scared that it's gonna happen too soon, that time goes too sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that also scares me. That I'm worrying, like, that time goes too quick. Which, you know, But that's just me, you know. Folk are different. So anyway, when you next online, Martin, when are you next like popping and dropping things? When are you like next coming online for a sesh? Well, I'm on a lot lately. I talk to my friends from Real. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. I've just found someone here who does a role play in Minecraft, and judging by the like thumbnail of the video, I'm pretty certain like they do it on the PS4 and edit it through Share Factory. So I'm gonna see what it's like. Right. Warning: headphones must be turned down. You will know why when you watch. Have a nice day.
Oh, crashed. So, it's fire. Just crashed. Wake up, Jason, wake up. Huh? What happened? Whoa, where are we at? Whoa, where are we at? I don't know, we're just in a village. Our boat crashed, like, in the rain, I'm pretty sure. Can't really remember. Let's jump right here. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully this village is not private. Hopefully it's not. It's just hopefully it's public. I don't want to get kicked out of here. I know, right? Neither do I. Okay, let's go up these stairs and see if there's anyone here. Hey, sir, please, can you help us? Yes, I can. Who are you doing here? What is this place? Is
That
this
voice
place public
though.
or not? Yes, it
That
is.
voice.
It's public.
Oh wow, that voice though, like the person that, yes sir, hello, can you help me? Oh wow, that was funny. Then we've got the Stolen Fantasy Minecraft Christmas Roleplay Part 1. There's a lot of like, I don't know, I will be back 2 months ago.
Easy boy, I'm Kate here. Today we're going to be doing a video today. Guys, I just wanted to say I'm going to be gone for a few days. I'm not going to be able to record in like 4 days, almost a week. So I'm just going to just report that. I'm going to be editing a lot this year. And
I know they do, don't they? They sound like Harrison. Yeah, he did. I wonder if that was Harrison. Lol. Oh yeah, in other news, Anger Fist dropped his new tune this week, and yeah, it's a hardcore tune. Oh, he's actually just released another one as well. Actually, I can't say whether they're new or not, but let's just say like he's posted them onto his
warning.
Let's just say he's posted them onto his
From God.
let's just say that he, you know, let's just say he's put them on his SoundCloud for the first time. I don't know if they're new or old, I presume they're new. Let's have a listen to this newest one, then I'll play you his other new one.
Warning from God.
This is like proper hard style, so it's like proper, like, they go like proper headbanging, but the words are like really like, you know, the devil called, the message from God. It's alright, I have heard better. Yeah, I have heard better. This one was a lot better. This is what he made the other day. What he put the other day. Come on. I'm not the ghost. I never have been the ghost. Come on. Here we are. This was proper, like, you wouldn't think it, like, but it just turns into a really headbanging song.
Live from 187 land. And it's those guys again. Yeah, that's right. What up, what up, what up?
Here we are.
Big G's, gangsters, putting it down right, cause we don't allow pranksters. The streets gets worse, but still a brother keeps trying.
Yeah, headbanging. There we go. So we've got Pills Pharmacy to sell medication, condoms, foot cream, cream for spots, shampoo and face wash. They would sell more, obviously. Yeah. To be honest though, Anger Fist does loads of tracks, so like this one. Blast at You. Anyway guys, gonna leave the stream here. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you in the next one.